Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Panzer Corps. Where we last left off, things were going slowly, but generally in the right direction when it comes to our advance into the Moscow region. Keeping in mind, of course, though, that we still have a long way to go. We still have a lot of objectives to take. And, my word, the Russian Air Force certainly being a little annoying. And it's big. It's not what I was expecting. But, other than that, yeah, things seem to be going generally favorably. Aside from perhaps that artillery bombardment. But we can start getting some infantry to push into this city. Which is an objective, which is good. That'll be two objectives we've got under our belts. And let's get you in and we can start hitting the town. And I gotta say, I think this northern force here is my most successful. Well, no, I guess they're in pretty well the same line as these guys. We'll see if there's enough to take Volokolomisk. Apologies for the pronunciation. I'm sure that is incorrect. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's get some anti-air going on up on that bomber. And since it is going to be protected, let's focus our aircraft, our fighter aircraft, on taking down their fighter aircraft. And because they do have an awful lot of... Well, I guess we could still have this guy protected. So, in that case, we should probably go for the city. Would be best. Nothing really happened, but, you know, it's important. Is that artillery really at 10 strength, even after all the bombardment? Excellent news! We can... Oh, come on. Really? Boo. I guess we can move you down and move you like that. Just so we can kind of clear the area around Vyazma. And let's see. Do I want to do a little... Well, what I'd rather do, we can do that. And then with the opening we've made there, we can get the Pioneers in and do a fair bit of damage. Not as much as I was led to believe would happen, but hey, such is life. See, well, yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. And let's get the Grenadiers up to assist with this assault into the Russian Pioneers. That was just a pointless fight for both of us. Let's get our tanks rolling. And see, as tempting as it is to send them down up against a 45mm anti-tank gun, I think it might just be a little bit too risky. Just for today. Let's see if we can actually get those guys closer. And we can, so we shall. That pretty much covers the center. I guess it's really more the north. This is really more the center, although that's become a bit of a mess. We don't have a lot of units. We can probably get into Kaluga fairly quickly, though. Provided... See, it's this area down here that's really become a bit of a cluster of annoyances, if you will. At least we finally got rid of their artillery. That'll help. And we can start working down their infantry here as well, because we need to do that. Not much prestige lost there, so we can roll up and take you guys out. Out for a night on the town. Probably not. I don't think that would be a good idea. Oh, you're running, are you? Yeah, you're not running anywhere. See ya. This is just gonna grind down, isn't it? Okay, well then, we're going to throw more people at the problem. That always solves it. We can probably get some assists with the artillery. Or not. Well, no, there's a bit of an assist there. We'll take it. And I realize, you know, by assaulting these guys, these lone little infantry units that are hanging around, you know, we really are cutting into our time. But I want to make sure that there's no Russian forces left, so we can, you know, safely leave these cities without a garrison and not have to worry about them falling to the enemy hands, because that would not be a good thing. Do I want to move even more of my Air Force north? Probably not. What I'd want to do is have these guys help out down here. And we need you to replace your losses, and we need you guys to replace your losses pretty darn quickly. Let me just check. Can I purchase anything? I still have not lost my own personal units, which, I mean, you know, generally that's a good thing. You don't want to go around losing your forces. But with all the T-34s that are over here, I really wouldn't mind having at least another Panzer IV or something, just something to use against them. There's my cat making his presence known. All right. Unexpected encounter. Suck on that, Russian Air Force. Well, I'm not sure why my Stoogs shot there, but they did. And I'll take it. I'm not going to question them. And that should be the end of that town, which is now officially ours. Yippee! Let's get my main forces healed up. Well, we'll get everybody healed up that we can. And then next turn we can continue with these guys and actually go for Volokolomisk, which is just on the outskirts of Moscow, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting close. At least on one front. We're getting close on one front. Where did all them aircraft go? We got the bomber up there. The rest of them retreated from here, did they? Okay, well, that's easy enough. We can drop a bomb with our Stuka, and it looks like you guys could do with a resupply. We don't have any airports up north, so we're gonna have to go that way. That's fine. Oh, you're still down here, are you? I see how this is going. We want to make sure we get these... Well, that's a hurricane. We want to make sure to get these hurricanes out of the sky. Yay, initiative, +1. Not sure what initiative does. There's a lot of mechanics I'm not sure of in this game. In case any of you haven't noticed that. It's the truth. It's sad but true, and I apologize. But you know, it's more fun to discover game mechanics on your own. I think, anyway. Alright, let's take that town. Yeah, ooh. A Katusha. We'll take care of you. I wish that would... Well, maybe we can knock him out. Not even close. Not even close. And that's okay. I want to take down this anti-tank gun as quick as we possibly can. Because we... Well, what I want to do is get my tanks down here to deal with that stupid rocket truck. Let's get them into the forest. Yep, rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Is that going to be... It might be worth it. It's a little bit worth it. Not a lot, just a little bit. Please end them. Come on. Really? Tough little buggers. Oh, well. There's me doing things in the wrong order. Kill them. No. No luck. Okay, well, let's make sure that... Yeah, well, we'll leave you like that. Oh, that was easy. Maybe... Hey, they did some damage. They weren't supposed to, but they did. That's good. Let's get you resupplied and you resupplied. Might as well rest you guys up too. And then we can do a big push next turn. It seems like I say that every turn. We're going to do the big push next turn. Eventually it'll come. It will. Trust me. I'm just not really sure when. Oh, that was not a good move. That was not a good move at all. Should not have done that. Didn't even look at the... I mean, I saw the numbers, but I wasn't thinking, right? I'm just like, yeah, it's a tank against infantry. This will go fine. No. No. No, it won't. Really? Really? One? There we go. That's better. And I'm not going to use the scout car against an anti-tank gun. That seems also suicidal. Let's check things out. So now that we've pushed through pretty much this defensive line... Oh, we got you to move. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to get you across that little stream. But now that we've made it through the first defensive line, pretty much... It's looking wide open until we get, obviously, to the second defensive line. Which, you know, took us pretty much 10 turns, really, to get through. So, yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to take Moscow. Just setting expectations properly, you know? And there they are. Well, there's one of them. So let's see if they'll come... and play with our tanks. Alright, let's... Oh, I guess we've got an airfield right there, so we don't have to really worry about moving that bomber. Although, we should probably give it some kind of escort. Because that'd be a good thing. I thought I had another plane up here. Am I blind? I hope so. Or maybe I already moved it. Maybe that's it. Nothing to worry about. Alright, I think that's it. For this turn, weather hasn't turned on us yet. It is not cold or snowy, so... I mean, it's cloudy, but, you know. Yes! That's the kind of fighting I'm looking for, gentlemen. Oh, that poor Panzer I. It's a tank destroyer. Supposedly. Whoo! Oh, that Katusha barrage certainly helped things. That means I'm short a Pioneer, if I'm correct in my assumptions. So, let's go get a Pioneer in an Opal. Well, maybe it's time to start moving them a 300. How is my renown sitting? 3,000? Okay. It seems crazy to spend 10% on a single unit, but I'm doing it because I'm crazy. I think. That's got to be a sure sign of craziness right there. I'm crazy, I think. Some kind of mental illness. Anyway, let's go ahead and just... keep grinding away. Eventually, I'll get a different outcome. And we're looking good on the north, though, so that's a thing. We can probably finish them off with a tank destroyer, which is good. These guys need a rest and resupply, but these guys can come down and start giving it to this anti-tank gun. And I fully expect some kind of infantry units in the woods to really get in my way here, but... One? It's a freaking Panzer IV against a column of trucks? And you could only hit one truck? Come on, guys. Okay, well that's good. We're not going to shell him again. I guess up there would probably be the safest bet, and then we can push ahead with our tanks just to see what the future has in store. Sure, why not? We'll hit him. And we should be fairly safe to advance our trucks up just a little bit. Nothing too far, but, you know, far enough to get this blitzkrieg rolling. Really? No truck movement at all? Well, we'll send you that way. Like that. You need a resupply like crazy. And... we've got this in the bag. Nope. Spoke too soon. There we go. Now we got it in the bag, which is good. We can get some tank reinforcements rolling east, which is going to be needed. And we'll just get our scout car rolling up to the north. Scout some things out. Do some scouty things. Get our infantry into position. Again, not really keen on having trucks this close to tanks. Why is this... yeah. Oh, good. Good. Grand, in fact. So it looks like the Panzer IIIJ is actually more effective than the Panzer IV. Handy information to have. Shouldn't have too much of an issue capturing that town, provided, of course. Let's get rolling, gentlemen. Those T-34s don't come to play. If they do, it could be bad news bears for us. That's really all we can do there. So let's get this northern front moving along. And step the first is to obviously get this guy across the stream. I'm getting nervous about loading up on trucks here, guys, but I think we're going to have to. And we should probably move you as well, get you across the stream, because it's a long way up to Kalinin, which we don't need to take necessarily to achieve our objectives. So let's not waste our time on things we don't need to do. We got no enemy fighters moving around. So let's send our boys back to fill up their fuel tanks, because they certainly are in need of some fuel. There's this Stuka. I already sent him back. Smart thinking. We can get you out probably to the east to get some assists on all the tanks. Let's see. Oh, well, you're close, though. You're close to an airfield. See, and that was a gamble that paid off. That was worth it. And I think that about covers it, so let's move on to turn 10. An armored car? Really? I mean, I guess that's a good sign. If they're moving armored cars against us, then, yeah, well, there goes that guy. Now, with this being a hex-based game, I'm going to assume positioning matters. Now, why would I bring this up? Because let's go take a look. If we take a look at this Panzer III, he is definitely in the rear of that T-34. So I'm hoping that actually counts as a kill. Well, counts as a rear shot, but considering the amount of damage we dished out there, I'm not so sure. Still nothing? Still, oh no, that's good. That's really good. That is that objective secure. And the Grenadiers can actually take on an armored car, which is good. So we'll get you resupplied, we'll get you resupplied, and we'll get you driving across. What else we got? Get you up, and get you driving too. Alright, finally feeling like we're making some forward momentum progress here, which is good. It's good to feel that way, you know? You need to replace your losses. If I could take that shot back, I would, and I would put it to the Katusha. But we can't always take things back. Yes, I had a feeling that was going to happen because I moved both my tanks into position. Again, something you'd think I'd have figured out by now. Not so much. I'm not that concerned about it. I am kind of concerned, though, about our supplies up here. You can slide in there and take care of that guy. And then this is really just mopping up. So we could probably send our Grenadier further up ahead and repair our tank destroyer. And get these guys moving in the correct direction. I'm liking the northern flank, that is for sure. Let's see if we can get some air cover to the north, because that bomber is being annoying. Might as well replace your losses, because you're sitting there doing nothing. We got nobody down here. Where'd my Stuka go? Oh, we need to move you before I even think about the Stuka. There it is. Slowly coming along. Alright, I think that's it. Nope. Not even close. We still have tanks to move. And it looks like we just got some boat people there, so that's not bad. And yeah, we can actually move... Oh! We don't need to move our artillery right next to the town. That would be a foolish little gambit. I guess they got 2 units down there still, don't they? Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. Let's see, who can move? You can move. You can move. It might not be a bad idea to move you back. Get you in range of the support tanks. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. 2 bombers. 5? I mean, I guess he is in a riverbed, but that's a high-altitude bomber. Let's work on this. Hope for a bit more, but you know, you can't win them all. Alright, so it looks like they got some anti-air in the city. That is going to be important to keep in mind. Not that we have a lot of aircraft in the region, but it's still something to keep in the back of our brain noggins. So let's start whittling down this infantry that we're going to have to deal with. Even trades so far, that's not too bad considering the amount of forces we've got moving in. Really? Nobody's guarding that town, are they? That seems gutsy. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Get our tank destroyer up. The worst that could happen, obviously, is I don't leave enough infantry behind to take care of the 2 units. That's what. Well, let's get the artillery out. Actually, dismount. Let's shoot first. And then get the artillery out. There we go. Now we've got order of operations down. And get you advancing up because, well, you need to resupply, so that's fine. And now you're dead, so that's even better. I prefer that outcome. We've got 1 lone infantry unit here, but we do have some artillery to assist. Some artillery that needs some guns. Not guns, ammo to shoot. You can't shoot a gun without any ammunition. Let's just carefully advance you guys up, keeping in mind that this guy may come down and attack the 14th while they're riding their trucks. I hope they don't. But you never can tell. And yeah, I probably could have taken out that T-34 back there, but this way it all works out and we get 2. So I'm okay with that. We don't need the bomber here anymore, so let's send him back just to refuel. And I guess we can get the attack on that armored car going. Didn't turn out as good as we wanted it, so we will occupy the forests. Didn't turn out nearly as good as I had hoped. That's okay. We'll move our anti-aircraft gun up. Then we can start getting these guys rolling again. Careful of the trucks. You don't necessarily want to have the Russians attacking your trucks. And this little guy can come up here. Perfect. Is that? Yeah, that's looking pretty favorable. And let's see. We've got some aircraft operating, so I'm going to try and get that 88 within range. You're good to move. We got everybody cleared out. So hop on your trucks and join the front of the column, and we'll get those guys moving. I think that's good. Here now? Yep. Oh, we got the short-range fighters coming in now. And we got weather that means we cannot use our aircraft. Thanks, weather. Let's head you back to base. You're fully repaired, but we'll still get you closer to the action. What are you doing way back here, sir? You need to get moving. Join the attack. What else? We got our Stuka down here. Probably use a refuel. We should have 1 more fighter. Perhaps he crashed because of no fuel. 1, 2... 3. I got a slot? I don't. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. There should be 1 more. Oh well. We'll sort it out later. You guys can use some rest and repair while we get the rest of this southern column finally moving. Finally making progress. Wish you had a truck. Why can't the German army supply all their infantry with trucks? Okay, well, we should be able to take that. No. Okay, well... now we should be able to take that. There we go. We can grab the guy from the back to take it in his trucks. up like so. Up and around. Yeah, we'll push it right up. Is that within range? No. So let's move you closer. And let's try and figure out what's going to be the best way to get around these trenches. Now, we're going to have to take Kaluga here. We might as well hit the boat, people. Don't put up much of a fight. Oh, thankfully you're a scout car, so you could maneuver. And that is, right there, that little move, very handy. You know, when you're dealing with things that you don't want to have to engage. There's the other... Oh, we got a ton more. No, that's not the other fighter. I don't know where it went. And maybe I'm just dreaming. I don't know. But I could have sworn I had 4 fighters. 2 for each bomber. So if anybody out there knows where that fighter went, please let me know. One of the advantages of doing Let's Plays. People are always watching and they'll see things that you miss. So it's helpful. Well, we might as well hit that anti-aircraft gun. And let's push against them and move yourself up so we can go up. And now we're kind of getting into good old-fashioned bottleneck territory here. That's okay, though. We'll get around it. I have faith. Okay. Now, we're going to need to advance up with infantry. And I had a feeling there would be some Russian infantry here. There's nobody in the town, which is confusing me. Don't they know that's an objective? Come on. It's okay. We'll get them to retreat into there and... Nope. My tank destroyer won't make it. That's too bad. Get the anti-air up. Get these guys moving. Sitting around back here doing nothing. And now I remember... Now I remember where that pioneer came from. These reinforcements. We're placing losses. Nothing in between here? Well, it looks like these guys could probably do with a move up. So we'll move them up 1. That helps a little bit, I guess. That's it for that. I think we got time for one more turn. Let's take the objective. You know, hopefully killing some Russians while we do it. Apparently, you know, you can't win them all. And we got the town, so that's a bonus. It's not really a bonus. It's really more of a we freaking had that objective set, so it's a good thing we took it. How's the weather? Good enough for my fighters to do stuff. I don't know what I want them to do, though. That is the trick. And we can see the anti-aircraft gun has gone into full-on anti-tank mode. But, oh, come on. I wanted to resupply these grenadiers. But I guess I'll just have to wait till next turn. That's fine. And I want to get those guys up because they're fresh. Well, they were fresh. And instead of moving those guys, I kind of wanted to resupply them. But, you know what? That's fine. They didn't take too much damage. And we can get the mountain troops to hopefully finish off that anti-aircraft gun. No. We're close, though. We're close. Next turn, that town is ours. Which is good, because then, I mean, we're within spitting distance of Moscow. That's a good thing. Tank destroyer. Can we move you up? Can we move you up a little bit more? Yes. Okay, good. None of those guys can do anything. So we'll move on to this section of the campaign. And replace your losses and your spent ammunition. Just want to get those guys down so we can get a maneuver in to flank them. Well, flank the town. I just about called the town Fortification, but the town is not called Fortification, it's Kaluga. I knew that. Let's get you guys moving over yonder this direction. Get our artillery in place. And you need to replace your losses. Get our anti-aircraft up. We should be able to hit that town within the next turn or two. And now we've got a long drive up to Tula. So let's get driving, gentlemen. Didn't pick up anything. So we're safe to have our trucks and half-tracks go about this far. Which is good. Let's get you over there. And let's get... No trucks. Right. Have we got an airfield? Well, we'll get an airfield there. That's good. That'll be helpful. And I think... Oh, I want to get the town before... Or the objective. What objective? I want to get this objective before the end of the episode. So, with everybody moved and in position... I think we got time for one more. And in comes the Russian Air Force to teach us a lesson. That's okay. We don't need to worry about the Russian Air Force. Yeah, why not? We'll just go ahead and take the town. Take the airfield. Take the town. That's perfect. That's all I wanted to do. Might as well finish off the turn now. Come on, seriously. These guys are dug in. For some reason, I was going to say dug in like rabbits. I don't know why. But in my head, that's what my brain came up with. Dug in like rabbits. I've never heard that before in my life. Never said it. Don't know where it came from. But my brain was like, hey, you know what? They're dug in like rabbits. Yep, that's how the old brain's functioning. This is why it's probably not a good game to play, you know, after you've been working all day and you're kind of mentally exhausted. You come up with things, sayings like that. All right, well, things could be worse, that's for sure. We'll get you there so you can kind of assist in case anybody decides that those infantrymen are just too tempting to take. We will snag that town while we can and kind of set up some defenses to counter any Russian counterattack. Looks like these trenches are fairly unoccupied, which I certainly do appreciate. Thank you, Russia, for not filling your trenches full of bodies for me to mow through. Makes my job much easier. Get you guys in, start hitting these anti-tank guns and boat people. My word. These guys, they are dug in. Yep, my brain went to rabbits again. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. Something obviously is. Well, let's get you up. Advance you through, because then I think the Grenadiers can come in here and really show those boat people who are boss. Whole lot of gunfire for no reason whatsoever. Let's get you over there. Hey, why don't we hit that plane? Because it won't do any damage. That's probably a good reason why we wouldn't hit the plane. Alright, that guy's taken care of, so we can kind of get our scout car to maneuver itself through. Try and teach these boat people what's up. We can get you actually down and around for a flank next turn. I do like that. And now we're basically moving these guys up. Looks like you could do with a little bit of a fuel pit stop, so we will grant it to you and send another tank out up to scout. Ooh, artillery. Hello. That is the perfect place for that gun to be. I likes it. I likes it, Russia. Let's get the infantry rolling. Keep our anti-aircraft up and about. Where would be a good spot? I think down here would actually be a good spot for the old artillery guns. And we'll get the Stuka starting to roll. Might as well get the big bomber going too. Use everything we got and make sure they get a fighter escort. Probably on the big bomber. Although, theoretically, the Stuka would need it more. Not gonna do that. And it looks like we are starting to hit the conscripts, so that's a good sign. We want to see enemy units with a strength of 15. Because that means, you know, they're conscripts, they should be easy to mow through. And let's take a lay of the land. We've got all our northern objectives. I am a bit concerned, of course, about Russian units coming from the north in to recapture Volokolomisk. So we'll just have to leave 1 or 2 units behind just as a defensive measure. Of course, why would you hit? Doesn't matter, we'll get the old 109s to show that bomber who's boss. Shoot them out of the sky. So, we got all our northern objectives, except of course for Moscow. We are a turn away from taking Kaluga, I believe. And we should be pretty soon into Tula as well, which apparently is a complete sentence. So once I mean, the thing with capturing Tula, right, is that we're going to wind up driving north into this place, and then flanking behind, because there's going to be a ton of artillery up here. Well, the main force kind of, you know, grinds itself into hamburger against Moscow. Ooh. That is a concern. There are probably Russian units running back to capture this town as we speak, and if they do, I don't have any forces in position to stop them. So that might be something I need to look at. Anyway, this episode has certainly gone on long enough for today. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.